supported the roof, following the wails of my brother. Only a boy could scream so loudly. The future lord of the House Brisden. But his cries grew fainter the closer I came to Mother's chambers. By the time I stood before the tooled wooden door, there was silence. Belly-churning silence. Why was it so still? I wanted to grab the handle, but my arm wouldn't lift. What if my brother was dead, like my little sister? Risa had told me that Mother had lost 2 babies after me. I didn't know how many she'd lost before me. Enough to put her aside, Father once scolded her, making Mother cry. Against the ache in my belly, I pushed down on the handle. The large door croaked on its heavy iron hinges, but only until I snuck inside and pushed it shut. What was that smell? A strange sweetness wafted around my nose, the air inside Mother's chambers otherwise stale and depleted. Maids scurried about the room, changing sheets, scrubbing drops of blood from the floor, wringing out cloths over a water basin that stood on a stool beside Mother's bed. My chest lifted. There she sat, the fine golden hairs at her temples curled and clinging to her damp forehead. A smile as big as none before lined Mother's lips, making all my fear go away. She gleamed down at the baby she cradled in her arm, hushing and rocking the bundle in its woolen blanket. On light steps, I walked over to her bed. How pretty she looked. How happy. "Mother," I said softly as I stopped by the edge of her bed, the heavy green curtain pulled back all the way so the maids could fluff the pillows, shake the sheets. "Are you well?" "Shh." She hushed when the baby scrunched up its nose, rocking the red-faced thing with one hand while the other stroked a gentle finger over its wild fluff of brown hair. Father's hair. "You're all I ever prayed for." Something shifted in my belly. Maybe I was hungry. "So it's a boy?" No answer. Oh, she probably hadn't heard me. I stepped closer to her bed, cleared my throat, leaned over a bit so she would see me standing there. "Do I have a brother?" Mother continued to stare down at the baby while the room somehow blurred around me. Why was she not hearing me? Not seeing me? I stood right there. "Mother?" "Aye, it's a boy, little lady," one of the maids said, who knelt beside me and scrubbed the floor with ash, even as she glanced up at me with frowns between her eyes. "We already sent word to ye, Lord Father. Ah, they'll ring the chapel's bells for 3 days. 3 days. So small, my brother, yet so important. How many days had Father commanded the bells to ring when he'd found me in the cradle? 1? 2? "He's so handsome," I said. Even though it was a lie, his head looked strangely shaped and his face was covered in white peelings, but I did not dare say so. "Can I touch him?" Mother said nothing. She continued to hush my brother, gently rocking from side to side, humming a melody I'd never heard from her lips. "I prayed for you," she whispered gently between tunes. "You are so perfect." Another hum. "I love you." The longer she told him these things never spoken to me, the more my legs tingled as if to run once more. But where to? Around the room? No, Mother would scold me, but